Adjutant online. Good evening, Captain. I have an incoming transmission from the commander. Patching you in.
G'day, mate. Nice to see you can make it on such short notice. Been a long while. Too long, if you ask me. But we'll have plenty of time to catch up once you're on the station. Now, if you'll forgive the rough edges, we've already set up all your accommodations, so don't worry about a thing. Oh, one last note before you touch down. I'm expecting a few Protoss visitors. Nothing big, I just invited them to check the place out since we're in their space. At any rate, looks like you're about to dock, so I better tell Gurney to expect you. Just don't step on any toes while you're here, and you should be fine. See you in 2. Ox out.
Transmission ended. Landing sequence complete. Awaiting orders.
G'day, mates. Welcome to New Brisbane Station, my little corner of heaven, now that hell's frozen over. Right now, we're still in the heavy stages of construction.
I see your time has been well spent.
Well, I figure since I'm not going to work for Minsk, and since I sure as hell can't go back to the Combine, I might as well set up shop right here in case you need a favor sometime.
We appreciate your generosity, Commander.
Oh, don't mention it. Feel free to stick around while we get this place up and running. The next load of SCVs should be due in about, 20 minutes, with a dropship full of resources.
This can't be good.
What? What is it?
You're not gonna believe this.
Commander, our position has been discovered.
Yeah, you're a real master of the obvious. What the hell was that all about? I thought we took care of the Kelmorians a couple days ago down on the planet.
Looks like they got some reinforcements, man.
They didn't take out the dropships, did they?
No, sensors still show them on the way. Robble's about to land, actually.
What the hell is this Rockwell hears about a Combine squadron on the way?
No squadron, man. We just got hammered by a winged race.
Well, you know, if the most electrifying siege tank pilot in the sector had been on the station...
Man, shut up. And McFly, what the hell did I tell you about blasting that progressive rock crap in your cockpit?
Listen, since you're in charge of Rockwell's paycheck, the great one's gonna cut you a break today. So why don't you make like a tree and know your damn role?
Hey, Gurney, looks like you're not the only one here who needs to know his role. Is this your idea of keeping the troops in line?
Mason's harmless. This is a general, but he's generally just on an ego trip. You just gotta get to know him. He gets the job done. Hell, he should. He didn't come cheap.
You trying to tell me you actually hired a guy who refers to himself in the third person?
Hey, jabroni! Rockwell heard that.
Yeah, why does it not surprise me? Hey, wait, I'm getting something.
Commander, I'm picking up a large strike force advancing on our position.
Crap, looks like another wave coming in.
동맹이 공격받고 있습니다.
How the hell did they find us in the first place?
Well, Rockwell feels like this. Since the station's on standby power only, and Gurney's keeping a tight lid on transmissions, sounds to Rockwell like someone here planted a homing beacon. If you smell what Rockwell is cooking.
Hate to say it, but I have to agree with him. Looks like we got a snitch on board.
Sergeant Rockwell? General?
You're damn right.
Yeah, listen, have the men conduct a search of the station. Find the bug. We don't need a mole on board.
Whatever you say, jabroni.
Commander, we are prepared to aid in the defense of this platform.
Thanks. It's much appreciated.
동맹이 공격받고 있습니다. In the 5.
Reporting for duty.
Room secure, sir. This room's clear. Check that out. Guess what this little Rudy goo found in Mox's cabin?
My cabin?
A transmitter. It's a homing beacon. Candy Ass is a traitor.
Hey, Charlie, come on. Did you plant this?
What the? Of course I didn't.
Yeah, okay. Rocco might say the same thing himself if someone had accused him.
Guys, anyone gonna back me up here?
He's whacked. I vote we frag this commander.
Look, man, I hate to say this, but why don't you take some time off? Leave the station for a while until we can get this cleared up.
I can't believe this. I can't believe you'd actually think I'd plant that bug.
Hey, Charlie, I'll get to the bottom of this, man. Don't worry about it.
Alright, fine. I'll just get my men and get ready to leave. Whoever's coming with me, pack your things. Captain, why don't you stay here? Keep an eye on things.
That shouldn't be a problem. Hey, wait a sec. What's this?
Receiving emergency transmission.
Understood. Forgive me, Commander. I wish you well, but I must depart. You know what? I think me and the captain will tag along. Rockwell, make sure Charlie gets off the station okay and that he gets everything he wants. I'll contact you when we're done on the planet.
The Grey One would be happy to.
Maybe the next time we meet, it'll be under better circumstances.
Indeed. Alright, come on, let's get the lead out. Captain, we have little time. Set a transport beacon in the middle of your party. I shall locate a safe landing zone near Nurok's forces and warp in the rest of our group on the planet's surface. Go and prepare your troops.
We must be swift. Zeratul and Alderis have ordered the evacuation of Tyre. There are still warriors stranded here at Antioch. Sensors show that the Zerg will reach the temple in less than 2 minutes.
And where is Namath Paradun?
I do not know. He has vanished.
Very well. Let us move quickly. To the temple.
My life for hire. Of course.
I am listening.
So, this is what your arrogance has cost us.
Identify yourself. Who are you?
I am Moloch, a former student of the Templars Namath and Tyranid.
And where is the mighty Archon?
Apparently tending to more pressing business, overseeing the construction of a new temple in the province of Sion, amid the rubble.
Sion? So where did all the Zerg come from? I thought this place was clean.
Hardly. Our incursion against the Zerg near the Teros mudflats only crippled the broods nesting in the heart of Antioch. While several of our neighboring tribes have been bolstered by our efforts, the majority of Ire is little more than a playground for the Zerg, who run unchecked in the absence of the Overmind or any controlling Cerebrates.
There may be one exception.
Oh?
A single Cerebrate. I have felt its presence to the west, in a canyon infested by the abominations. If my instincts serve me well, this may be the Cerebra responsible for the Psi Cocoon and the attacks on your province shortly after the death of the Overmind.
So what's the situation now? What of the other provinces?
Most of your brethren on this world have fled through a warp gate, which Preto Phoenix and the Terran known as Waynor have stayed behind to safeguard. I have seen their forces. They will hold for the time being. Aside from a few other scattered settlements and outposts, we are the only remaining survivors on Ire. This temple, this paradise, was the last of Tok's legacy. It pains me to see it left in ruins. But if the Cerebra responsible for the psionic dampening field is still directing its forces against us, I believe we will have no choice but to gather the knowledge salvaged from the archives here and retreat, like the rest of your brethren, to Shakuras.
What's it?
Shakuras, the homeworld of my brethren.
Your brethren?
The Dark Templar.
He doesn't get out much.
Director, if we are to begin an evacuation, we must do so with haste. Sensors show that the next Wayland Zerg will reach our position within 10 minutes. There are still a number of Templar being held by the Zerg already in the area.
Very well. Captain, send for an extraction team. You will need to leave your station as soon as the last refugee has been rescued. Don't bother. I already took the liberty of sending for help. Now let's just find those survivors and get the hell out of here.
Sarah. Steep I be your thoughts.
If I must. Request. A logical move. Take your thoughts.
Standing by.
Of course. If I must. A logical move.
Well, isn't this just peachy? I can't believe I just got kicked off my own damn station. Alright, men. Set a course for the Tornado system. I'm gonna find out who framed me, but I can't do it alone. Now, I've got wind of a guy they call Trench. He's supposed to be good, real good at what he does. Last I heard, he seemed pretty fond of the seedier space ports, so Boredalis should be our first stop. Now, everybody try to keep a low profile. Let's not have a repeat of what happened last time we were there, alright, Johnny? Come on, let's get going.
Transmit coordinates.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to reach Mango Meridian.
Last transmission breaking up. Come back.
Crikey, listen, what about Xenon? Is he there? Xenon, you owe me money. This is Borno.
This is Xenon of Borodale's control. Do not deviate from your present flight plan.
Hey! Damn it, I should have known that Borno crap wouldn't work. This is Commander Charlie Marks, requesting clearance to land. Here to pick up parts and supplies on our way to Core Hall. Come on.
Unidentified craft, you are cleared to land at Docking Bay 94.
Go ahead, Commander.
Thank you.
Welcome to Boradala Spaceport. For your safety and convenience, we ask that you please refrain from bringing any personal firearms, artillery, or weapons of mass destruction on the main concourse. Thank you.
Oh, crap. Be careful, boys.
I don't suppose they'll just let us walk right through customs like this. What do you think, mates?
Sir, I'm not sure you know what you're doing.
I know I don't know what I'm doing, Private. That's what keeps me on my toes. No worries. Alright, let's move it.
Jacked up and good to go. Give me something to shoot. Standing by, Commander.
Let's move it.
Yeah, the old man just whacked off his arm and me and the kid scrammed out of here.
Yeah, what about those guys over there?
Bounty hunters. We don't need their scum.
You there, halt! Let me see your papers.
Oh, hold on, I guess there, laddie. You don't need to see his papers.
We don't need to see your papers.
These aren't the boys you're looking for.
These aren't the boys we're looking for.
They can go about their business.
You can go about your business.
Move along.
Move along. Thanks, I think. How'd you do that?
Ugh, I saw it in a movie once. Besides, they're bloody idiots.
Name's Marks. Charlie Marks. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your,
You can do it. Not the clown can do it. This your first time in Borodalus?
Well, first time like this, yeah. It's like you need a guide to keep from bumping into the wrong people.
Well, I'd be happy to be your guide.
What's it gonna cost me?
Oh, nothing. For you, it's free.
Nothing's free, mate.
Oh, sure. Have a little faith, laddie.
Well, I'm desperate and I'm totally screwed, so what the hell?
Now that's the spirit.
We're looking for a guy named Trench.
Name sounds familiar. There's a bar a few blocks up. Roger Wilco's. Maybe one of the lads there can help.
Right. Yeah, that's a bonzer idea. Sounds about right.
That is Roger Wilco's. Watch your step, laddie. This place can get a little rough.
Wait, don't jump.
Sorry about the mess. Maybe one of those bikers knows where this trench is. What do you want?
Nothing, mate. Nice bike. Maybe you should handle this, eh?
Yeah? Excuse me, sir. Something you wanted? I was wondering if you might know the whereabouts of a fellow they call Trench. I don't have time to f*** around. Okay. I'll take that as a no.
Oh, perfect.
Wait, let me go talk to the bartender. He says he's heard of this Trench. Says he hangs out in the northwest quarter.
Oh, great.
Oh, no, laddie. Apparently that's a big crime sector.
Will wonders never cease?
Come on, let's get going. We should stop by Quanto's junk shop and see if we can pick up some cheap gear. We might need it.
No worries. All right, let's move it. Right here.
500.
Hey, we could almost buy our own ship for that.
Oh, well, if you don't really need the firepower, you can manage with what you have. Maybe. Take it or leave it.
Fine.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Step right up and help yourselves. The ordnance is in my shop.
Upgrade complete.
Watto, do you ever finish fixing my hololike?
My schedule has been so busy,
Fine, I'll fix it myself. I'll take one of those SCVs.
That'll be 50. Richter, help the man out.
All right.
Hey, Anduin, this SCV's got a bad motivator, look!
Hey, what are you trying to pull here?
Richter, go get the other SCV.
Sure thing.
All right, let's get this thing repaired.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too, you... forget it.
Whistle while you do what? Whistle while you do what? All right, this way. I'll do it for a case of scotch.
Alright, let's move it. No worries. Oh, I forgot to mention, last time I was here, I racked up a few gambling debts. Guess the locals ain't too happy. Better keep an eye open. Sounds about right. Now that's a bonzer idea. No worries. What's the story? Now that's a bonzer idea.
Thank you for calling Holophone. Brought to you by the Kelmorian Mining Corporation. If you can dig it, so can we. Also brought to you by the Dominion. We know who you are and where you live. To press 5, please press 3. Now.
What the hell was that? No worries. That's about right.
And on top of that, Mergent Biotech will compensate you handsomely for any excessive blood loss or permanent organ damage you may suffer.
What the hell? I need that college money.
Attention! Will the owner of a battlecruiser marked Hyperion please report to the courtesy desk? You've left your lights on.
Alright, let's move it.
차돌처럼 단단합니다. 예, 제 이름은 T1 스팀입니다. 소시하게 불러주십시오.
Mark's here. What's the plan? Now that's a bonzer idea. Sounds about right.
체크 꽃등심을 설치해서 안창살이 있다. 골라라. 잘 되면 잡아.
Alright, let's move it. No worries. Now that's it, one's right here. Sounds about right. No worries. Now that's it, one's right here. Alright, let's move it. No worries. Now that's it, bonds are right here.
What? Is it wartime already? I'll do it for a case of scotch.
Attention passengers on all outbound transports for Moria. You have 5 minutes until final boarding.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, kids. Let's find a spot to park these bad boys.
You have a permit for those things?
Great.
Bonds are right here. No worries.
Hey, you're not allowed in here.
No worries. Bonds are right here. No worries. Sounds about right. Right. Alright, let's move it. No worries.
You rebel scum.
Alright, let's move it.
It's them. Blast them.
Alright, let's move it. Well, northwest quarter, but I don't see anybody that fits his description. Let's head east and see what we can find. Alright, let's move it. Alright, let's move it.
I ain't telling you nothing.
Yeah, go ahead. Now that's it, bonds are right here. Alright, let's move it. Now that's it, bonds are right here. Hello? Anyone there?
You boys sure do know how to make a lot of noise. Trent Astor, at your service. They call me Trench around here. Now, what can I do for you?
I assume all our brethren have been safely evacuated.
All the remaining Templar have been accounted for, Richard Couture.
Captain, I must extend my gratitude to you for joining us on this rescue. The assistance of your forces has been invaluable. So what do you plan to do now? Leave everything behind? Unfortunately, we have little choice. I am concerned, however, that if we leave matters such as they are, we may stand little chance of ever reclaiming our homeworld. I had hoped that Antioch might stand as a last bastion in the tide of this war, however distant that possibility might seem.
If our dark new ally's instincts are to be trusted, then perhaps we might do well to strike at this nearby cerebrate, while we still maintain the element of surprise. If this scourge is left to thrive here, we may never again see our province reach its ancient glory.
Judicator, if you intend to stage an incursion against these beasts, I stand with you. And I stand with Murok.
Hey, I might as well tag along. One less cerebral lurking around is one less liability for the boys up on the station. I'm in. Very well. Prepare your troops. I have need now to speak with the newcomer.
We will wait for your command.
Enter.
Your decision surprises me. The strength of will to strike in the midst of the tempest was not typical of your conclave.
This from one who hides in shadows. In any case, it is of little consequence. You hardly knew my contemporaries.
Judicator, I have seen the violence of atrocities committed in the name of your conclave. Bore witness to the backstabbing deceptions of the brave Terrans, and shed more blood in one day than you have in a century. I suggest we each do what we do best. As a warrior, I will do the killing. You plan the strategy.
Fair enough.
So, strike under cover of darkness.
Yes, the storm will grant us some small advantage.
Hiding in shadows, are we?
Very amusing.
Moloch! You... Judicator, what is the meaning of this? Enlisting the aid of a heretic? I could say the same of you, Archon.
Nanatharadune's reputation is beyond reproach, Moloch. And you, brave one, do not forget that it was Zeratul who helped Tassadar defeat the Overmind. In any case, we have more important matters to deal with than the apparent grudge the two of you share.
Perhaps.
The Cerebrate may detect us if we wait any longer. We move within the hour. I would greatly appreciate assistance from both of you in this matter. Our forces are limited.
I am not needed elsewhere.
So be it. Though it is against my better judgment, I shall commit part of my forces to defending Scion to strike. I simply hope this blasphemer does not disappoint you as he has disappointed me. That remains to be a final warning. Before the next full moon rise, one of the allies with whom you stand will betray you. Fix not your gaze where it is the quiet police.
How dare he?
The time is hard at hand. Okay, Captain. We've got 2 ways to go here. Jarmel's told us to set up base camp where we can use the trees for cover, but exactly where we do it is up to us. It's north or south from here. Take your pick. Let's party. Let's party. Go ahead, HQ. Alright, looks good. Judicator, we're in position. Excellent. Our forces are in place as well. What about those support troops from Scion? They have already taken a position on the northwest ridge. We should have ample time to prepare a suitable strike force while they distract the Zerg.
Remember, only my energies can destroy the Cerebrate. I must be present during its destruction.
Acknowledged. Gurney out.
Where is your overmind now, Cerebrate? So much for Zerg immortality.
Well, you asked for the long version.
No, that's fine. You've told me everything I need to know.
Alright, have you got the security codes?
Yeah, I have to admit, with everything you've given me, it's gonna be a snap getting in there.
Don't underestimate my security forces. Or should I say Gurney's security forces. Smart people on New Brisbane.
Don't worry, they won't be smart enough.
Well, just be careful.
Yes, Mother. I'll contact you when I found out what's going on. Be back before you know it.
I hope so.
This place just cracked right open. Alright, let's see what's in here. Let me guess, you need something. Don't have to ask me twice. Whatever you say. Don't have to ask me twice. Whatever you say. 10-4, my friend. Boo.
Hey, who the hell are you?
I'm the Sandman, jackass. Don't have to ask me twice. Whatever you say. Okay, here we go.
Access code denied.
Sure, baby. You say that now, but just wait till I start sweet-talking you.
Access code denied.
Damn. Oh, great job, Mox. Nice codes you gave me. I guess they must have changed them since you left. Makes sense. Alright, let's see. Next terminal is down the hall. Let's try that one. Someone's getting paid. 10-4, my friend.
Hey, you're not allowed in, here. This is Bob. We have an intruder alert. Hey, is this thing on? Oh, man.
Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Huh?
It's something I ask of all my victims.
Really?
Nah, saw it in a movie once. Seem to remember the sequels really sucked, though. Oh well. Whatever you say. Someone's getting paid. Okay, take 3.
Access code accepted.
That's right, darling. Now, it says here there's a classified file room in the West Wing. Let's just unlock that while we're at it, and bingo. Should be easy pickings. Whatever you say. Anyone's paradigm needs shifting. 10-4, my friend. Someone's getting paid. 10-4, my friend. Don't have to ask me twice. Finally. Now, let's see what secrets you've got for me. Looks like a coded transmission from the station to a Kelmorian official. Date's pretty recent. Oh, wow. Oh, man. If this doesn't rock your world, I don't know what does.
Unauthorized entry detected.
Oh, beautiful. Tea party's over. Time to get the hell out of here. We got an access tunnel here? Yes. God, I love symmetrical station designs. Ask me twice. Someone's getting paid. Whatever you say. Someone's getting paid. Don't have to ask me twice. Someone's getting paid.
Hey, Sergeant. General. Just got back. Anything new?
Some jabroni in security just picked up an intruder.
You're kidding me. Where is he now?
Candy-ass just got away. Comsat just picked up a ship already leaving the system.
Son of a... Hey, McFly! What are you waiting for? Get a ship prep for launch.
What for?
To find out who's been going through our laundry.
figure trench is gonna take a while, so in the meantime we might as well prepare ourselves in case things get ugly. Unfortunately, we're fresh out of money and fresh out of weapons. Suggestions?
Well, why not head to the Highlands? There's plenty of minerals and raw gas up there near the old abandoned mining camps.
You know, I'm beginning to like the way you think, friend. You heard him. Let's pack it up. We've got a long trek up to the mountains ahead of us.
Wait, I'm reading the minefield dead ahead.
Ah, don't worry. Seen this kind of thing before. I have just the thing to take care of it.
That was almost a little too convenient. Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Oh, Anduin! Look, it's Ian! He's returned!
How are you, laddie?
Not as fine as you, apparently. Looks like you've got your bike fixed, eh?
Aye, that I did. Any more pirate raids?
Yes, one just this morning. Oh, we're still trying to repair the damage. We'd be beholden to you if you could help.
Excuse me. Anduin, could I have a word with you?
What is it?
What's this I hear about pirates?
The pirates he's talking about have been harassing my village for a long time now, ever since the Dominion first centralized control of Tornad 3 in the larger spaceports. These mountains ain't exactly safe.
And let me guess, you brought us up here just in case we might be able to make them a little safer.
Well, if you would help my village, you can mine the area in peace, alongside our village, of course.
I told you nothing was free, mate.
Well, you can't blame me, friend.
Yeah, suppose I can't.
So, will you stay and fight?
Oh, no worries. I've been through tougher spots before.
That's what I like to hear. Hey, Crowley, get the power back on in the old command center. We're gonna kick some pirate tail tonight.
Great. Give me a moment.
Me and my men will move on ahead to scout the enemy's position.
You can use the transports we still have left to get up onto the ridge. We'll be waiting for your signal.
Right.
Hey guys, I'm starting to get hungry.
Is that enough meat for you?
I'm afraid we don't have much in the way of resources. We only have a few deposits, and they're not too deep at that. Maybe you can look for a spot up north.
There's the first outpost. Fire up the barbie, mates. I think there's gonna be a whole lot of roasting going on. Let's get into position.
All right.
You gotta be kidding me. That's gonna leave a mark.
You missed something to shoot.
What's the story? No worries. We're taking the first outpost. 3 to go. We're halfway there, mates. We've still got 2 bases to take out.
That's it, laddie. Keep it up.
Mind if I ask you a question?
Go ahead, laddie.
Just where the hell are you from?
Huh?
Your accent. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not Scottish, it's not Irish, hell, it's not even vaguely British.
What's British?
Never mind.
Identify target.
What's the story? There can be only one.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Saw it in a movie once. Alright, I think it's time we took out those punks down on the Central Plains. We don't need them hanging around either. Don't forget, we're gonna need at least 10,000 in minerals if we're hoping to muster up some respectable forces.
Rock and roll.
Looks like we got enough resources, mates. Let's pack it up.
We have only an hour's travel left until we reach New Antioch. I am curious to see how our refugees have been adapting to life with your brethren, Dark One.
Much in the same way we are adapting, I imagine. Or is my faith unfounded,
It is too early to tell, I imagine.
I will grant you that. Judicator, I am picking up unusual readings from the caverns ahead.
Elaborate.
Sensors show a swarm of Zerg emerging from the underground caverns surrounding New Antioch. Mostly ground forces, including the strange subterranean strain we encountered near the ruins of Japak, back on Ire. Beasts that dwell beneath the earth and rip their prey to shreds from below. Only cowards shun the open air. According to sensor logs, the swarm has remained undetected until this moment. It is currently moving to intercept a shuttle payload on its way to one of New Antioch's outlying mining bases. There are additional forces still emerging from the caverns.
Moloch, is this normal for this time of year?
You have been spending too much time with the Terrans. Your levity is hardly appropriate.
Detachment breeds competence. Excessive emotional investment will only cripple one's ability to strike decisively and efficiently.
You sound as if you have rehearsed those words. Enough! Forgive me, Judicator, but we must move. Order, and we will march into battle against these perversions of nature.
You are a true zealot by all accounts, Korun. You honor your counterpart.
We stand as one, Judicator. Like you, we long to see Antioch restored to its ancient glory.
Oh, that I may yet live to see that day. But for now, we must deal with the situation at hand. Moloch, is there a haven nearby where we might safely plan a course of action?
There is a mining base to the southeast of the cavern ridge. It appears only lightly disturbed by Zerg presence. It may be safe.
Very well. We have little time for speculation, at any rate. We move.
Finally, battle calls. Be wary. The land here is much different than it is in your home world. These cliffs can envelop the landscape in shadows that change with one's very thoughts and emotions. Keep close, Judicator, and stay alert.
I can assure you, staying alert is foremost on my mind. I have sent Korun and Murok ahead to reconnoiter our prospective base camp. We should hurry. They must be waiting by now. Intriguing. How do you propose we deal with this?
The cliffs hide the answer.
We seem to have found it.
I am called Krillian. I am here to assist you.
Krillian, my friend, I would not have thought it possible.
Moloch, I am here and still alive, comrade. It is good to see you amid all this chaos. And who is this outsider?
He is Tomales, the judicator of the old homeworld, from which we have recently returned.
Another judicator from Ire, here on Shakuras? Stranger things have happened. Hentaro Tassadar, judicator Tomales.
Our meeting was fortunate.
Of that I have no doubt. Come, I will escort you to your destination.
Certainly.
Judicator, all is secure here. What is our plan of action?
Moloch has provided me with the locations of several sentry emplacements along the northeastern ridge of the caverns, overlooking several small canyons where Vespine gas was once refined. Each sentry station is unmanned and has been ignored by the Zerg. These will be our points of entry.
A shuttle will drop off 1 or 2 volunteers at the first sentry post. They will then attempt to lure the nearby Zerg farther into the canyon, close to the old Vespine assimilator. A charge will be placed at the base of the assimilator, at which point the shuttle will transport all volunteers to safety.
The charge should ignite the Vespine gas still inside the assimilator, forcing an explosion that should wipe out the Zerg caught above ground in the canyon. At that point, the shuttle will move on to the next sentry station to repeat the process. That is, if the shuttle makes it out in time. To avoid unnecessary risk, the majority of us will stay here to guard this outpost until a path is cleared to New Antioch. Only the detonation team will board the actual shuttle. This should allow the operation to progress undetected.
We only have 5 detonation charges, but they should be sufficient. We should be able to cut a path through the Zerg toward the southwest that will allow us safe passage to New Antioch, if all goes well.
A well-conceived plan. But the question remains, who is to volunteer?
I will. It is time to take back what the Zerg have stolen. It matters not that this world is alien to me. The battle is won at the same. I will go as well. We will not have it any other way.
Very well, but be swift. The faster we move, the more Zerg we prevent from assailing New Antioch.
We must get close enough to lure them in. The Zerg approach. To the assimilator. Move. Charges set. Great death with forbidden arms, filth-ridden worms. Ire's children have teeth of their own. Charges set. These beasts die well, at the very least. I must say, Murok, this feels like old times. You do your homeland proud, Corwin. No, you do. I simply serve as I must. Charges set. Almost through. One more canyon stands between us and New Antioch. We are under attack. Where's the shuttle? Destroyed.
Gorn, Nurok, what is the problem?
The shuttle has been torn apart by a Protoss squadron.
What? A Protoss squadron?
Yes, we have no means of escape.
I could fly in.
There is no time. They're too far away. Forget us. Prepare your troops to make their way to New Antioch, Judicator. Quickly, before more Zerg arrive to fill in the ranks of those that have fallen.
We move at once. Entaro Adun, defenders of Antioch.
Entaro Adun. We do this for ire. And for Shakuras. Come and kill me with your own claws, vermin. You seem to welcome your fall, Corwin. Why should I not? You welcomed yours as a warrior should. No, I did not. It was my fault. I should have been there. I should have been faster. Clear your mind of it. Now is not the time to dwell on the past. On who stood and who fell. I will stand with you now, Nurok. And fall with you. As you wish. We cannot go back now. Come closer, maggots. Die in a heaping pile of filth, that my brethren may shine on you once the ashes have cleared. Live for the swarm. What?
Judicator, your troops have succeeded. A path lies clear to New Antioch.
Indeed it does. Their sacrifice will not be forgotten.
They had one heart. The heart of a warrior. That much is certain. Judicator, I share your grief for the loss of Korun and Nurok. I did not know them long, but their fire burned bright enough to illuminate even a shadow warrior such as I.
They were prepared to fight. Unfortunately, preparing for loss does not always come so easily.
How many more must die? How many have already been sacrificed? Kas, Adun, Jabok, Argus, Tassadar?
And Goldarus.
Goldarus?
Long ago, Judicator, I was once a zealot of your people. It was in that glorious time of peace and tranquility that I knew Goldarus and studied with him the ancient teachings. It is to him that I owe my enlightenment, my departure from tradition. Like those he followed and those who followed him, he sought freedom of mind and spirit, and was murdered for it by his own mentor, Tyradun.
Tyradun?
One and the same.
I can scarcely believe it.
Believe it, Judicator. My predecessor, Loriok, witnessed the event with his own eyes.
Nanoth, Tyradun, and Loriok were Templar under the leadership of Japok. As pupils of the Templar, Goldaris, myself, and the brave Sinar waged war against the mad armies of a rogue judicator obsessed with the forbidden secrets of Zalnagan technologies.
And who was this judicator?
Severak. His name is seldom spoken. It was forbidden to record it in the archives. Such was his evil. Only Loriok kept a personal account of his doings. The tome rests in my custody now. Even I do not dare open it.
The thirst for knowledge does not denote evil intent.
Judicator, you hardly knew my contemporaries.
Ah, where have I heard that before?
Imagine the fields of ire, soaked in the blood and dismembered limbs of your own people. A glimpse into the foul blasphemy of his evil.
No, Moloch. Even that would not be a glimpse.
I believe I understand, but what became of this Severak? And what relation does it bear to Tyradun and the death of your friend Goldaris?
Alongside our Templar masters, Goldaris, Sinar, and I fought against Severak and his twisted minions. Their forces were legion, but we stood firm. It was in the darkest hour of our struggle that Tyradun betrayed us to Severak. Our losses were great, and Goldaris fell by Tyradun's own hand. Only Nanoth's interference saved Tyradun from Japok's fury and my own blades. He sacrificed himself by forcing the merging. He and Tyradun became one. Nanoth's will was strong enough to carry out the assassination of Severak, for which we all owe him a great debt. But, in time, Tyradun's will once again grew dominant. Japok could not bring himself to destroy his old friend Nanoth, and so sealed the archive alive in a nondescript temple far from the comings and goings of others. After that day, I and Loriok spoke truthfully of the incident to our people. The Assembly branded us as heretics for blaspheming against the Archon's memory and calling Japok a liar. We were exiled.
According to Loriok's journal, Nanoth Tyradun had never been seen or heard from again. That is, until you encountered him at the Temple of Japok. May its ruins rest in peace.
I understand your doubts, Moloch, but for once, I have little to say. I must think on this. I must think on this at great length. Entaro Adun.
Entaro Adun.
Was it proper to burden him with this?
Perhaps not, but it was necessary. Dromalis is wise, but his is not a questioning soul. Perhaps this may open his eyes.
Or perhaps it may close them. Forever. I am receiving a transmission from a ship in orbit. A Terran ship.
Terran?
Tell him it's about Mox.
A transmission regarding Commander Mox.
It is merely a single Terran in orbit, Judicator. I was about to dismiss him.
No, thank you. Pass the signal through to me here.
As you wish.
Speak, Terran.
You don't know me. The name's Aster. Trent Aster. Or you can call me Trench if you like. I'm an information broker, and I was recently hired by the commander. And I've recently discovered something interesting. Normally I just finish the job, collect my dues, and move on to the next thing, but in the light of this information, I can't exactly return to my employer.
Oh? Explain.
I take it you know about Mox's exile?
I was present, yes.
I know who planted the homing beacon in Mox's quarters.
Indeed. Do tell.
50,000 credits first.
Terran, if your information is of any use to me, you may be paid. If not, I may very well blow you out of the sky for wasting my time.
Fair enough. The person who planted that homing beacon wasn't Mox. It was Dale Gurney. And that's not even the interesting part. Those weren't Kelmorian wraiths attacking the station.
Elaborate.
Those wraiths were using fake serial numbers and transponder codes, flying around all painted up to look like Combine ships. Check your old data and you'll see that the masked signatures are specific to the troops on Mount Midnight, the old Jar Psi Reserve under jurisdiction of the Combine.
I do not recall seeing a substantial air force of any kind at the commander's former base. You are saying the wraiths that attacked him belonged to the Brisbane contingent. For what purpose would they attack themselves?
Well, I managed to get my hands on a transmission between Gurney and a Kelmorian officer. But from the conversation, it turns out that the officer was just someone under Gurney's command. That Wraith Squadron's instructions were to pose as Kelmorian pilots, attack the station, set the ships on autopilot, and eject for pickup by the other officers conveniently on leave. That's at the stage for the bug to be found, and Mox to get kicked off.
Does this not sound a bit contrived to you, Terran? What is the point of staging this elaborate charade just to exile Commander Mox?
Ah, but that's where this little conspiracy gets good. There are a few inconsistencies here that you just can't ignore. Now, didn't Mox tell you that the Combine was planning to use an army of psionically controlled Zerg against the Dominion?
Yes.
Yeah, well, what he failed to mention was that the Combine is actually a part of the Dominion itself now. It'd be pretty stupid for the Kelmorians to want revenge over monetary losses when the Dominion Engineering Corps is actually a subsidiary of the Combine itself. And that's just one example off the top of my head. The Combine hasn't suffered on account of Mengsk rising to power. It's gotten richer. Isn't it also a coincidence that the two of them happen to be training ghosts only a stone's throw away from an old, supposedly abandoned Morian mining base that coincidentally happened to house a platoon of telepaths in cold storage and a psi-emitter capable of luring all the Zerg on Jar to any planet like flies to fly paper?
You are saying Commander Mox and his forces wanted to use the psionic technology themselves, and that he purposely lied to us in order to obtain it?
Somehow, Gurney and Mox got wind that the Combine was experimenting with the Zerg on Ire. All that bull about a plot to overthrow Mengsk and keep the Protoss occupied? That was pure fabrication. The Psychikun on Ire was another of the Combine's experiments, and the Kelmorian forces that arrived to harass you were just there to try to preserve their investment. Mox and Gurney planned to take out the Combine, grab whatever technology that was used to create the cocoon, and return safely to a shiny new space station waiting in orbit over Ire, the most heavily infested world in the Koprolu sector.
Continue.
Now, the short and the long of it is that your Terran buddies wanted to use the Zerg much in the same way that the fictional Combine wanted to, except they had no intention of striking at Core Hollow. Oh no. From what I read in their classified files, they wanted to pose as Combine agents, hold small Dominion border worlds for ransom, and make away like billionaires. The real Combine would take the blame and get wiped out by Dominion forces, allowing Mox and Gurney to get a foothold in the mining industry to boot.
And what of Mox's banishment?
Gurney simply got too greedy. Mox was never told the full extent of Gurney's plans, especially the part about disguising themselves as the Combine. He was just a loose end to get rid of, and they couldn't just whack him and his loyal followers without arousing too much suspicion from his new Protoss buddies.
Gurney did not strike me as being the insidious and calculating leader you make him out to be.
I hate to be trite, but it's always the quiet ones you have to watch out for. So, what do you plan to do?
What can I do? My own people are mired in deceit and treachery.
Look, if you were bent on stopping a whole division of the Terran bureaucracy from annihilating the Terran throne world before, I don't see any reason why you can't stop a couple of charlatans from ruining the lives of 500 million people on half a dozen defenseless worlds now. It's all in a day's work. Right?
I am not so certain anymore, Terran. My homeworld is in ashes, infested by Zerg. Two of my closest companions are dead, and others that I have respected and believed in with every ounce of my being, may be frauds and traitors.
Not to be Mr. Insensitive or anything, but I'm picking up a lot of Protoss movement all of a sudden, heading for your position.
And what of it? There is much to be done here. It is not unusual that there will be heightened activity among my people.
Yeah, well, these Protoss are coming from the underground tunnels surrounding your city. I kinda thought you guys were surface dwellers.
Forgive me for interrupting, Judicator, but did I hear that correctly?
Moloch, I have just received word. Several Corsairs in your personal squadron have been shot down by Dracoons and Templar emerging from the caverns.
They are coming in.
Forgive me, Terran, if I do not jump at the chance to right every wrong your cohorts have perpetrated. I simply do not have the energy. Leave, or you may inadvertently stumble into the thick of a war you are unprepared to face.
Alright, fine. I can see that nothing I've said has meant anything to you. But I still expect those credits to be delivered.
Go. Now!
Have fun.
Judicator, our attackers are nearly upon us.
Let them come. I am tired of fleeing. We will defend this city to the death. Be it Protoss, Zerg, Terran, or any other. We will not retreat, and we will not surrender.
Judicator, it appears that we have no Templar or Arbiters with which to combat the enemy. According to the local reports, Alderus has called a legion away from here for some sort of meeting.
Leaving us, as usual, to fend for ourselves. Never mind that now. Are your Dark Templar forces ready to stand with us?
We are at your disposal.
Then they will do just as well.
Do not underestimate us, Judicator. We harbor powers even you do not suspect.
They may prove useful, Judicator, for it appears we also have Zerg company. Judicator, the enemy lines have been broken. We are safe. For now.
Entaro Dune, Executor. I must extend my deepest thanks to you for joining us, especially in the light of the recent attacks on our new home by what appeared to be our own brethren. Fortunately, the Citadel still stands, but it is uncertain whether these renegade Protoss will strike again. However, I thought that we might benefit from your guidance after your successful campaign in ridding old Antioch of the Psychocoon not long ago. Our current situation requires just as much boldness. Fate, as the Terrans put it, has dealt us quite the unexpected hand. We must deal with a pair of old friends, Executor. Although this time you may not find them so friendly. I know it's hard to believe, Captain, but Moss isn't the man you used to know. He's different. Lost sight of what it was like to be a ground pounder. You know the feeling. You see your share of it. Anyway, I'm glad you're on our side. We should be reaching the Tornad Highlands in less than 10 standard minutes. Rockwell? We picked up readings of a pretty heavy base under construction there. Looks like the local jabronis have decided to help.
Don't worry, they shouldn't be too much trouble.
Alright, people.
Sensors show a series of hydroelectric power generators along the main river that Mox's people are apparently using to keep most of their base running. We've got to knock these out before we can start taking out more interesting targets. Anyone gonna volunteer?
You're damn right, you rude, mean, candy ass.
Hey, watch it.
Yeah, alright, jabroni. You can talk all you want, but when the Great One lays the smackdown on little Chucky Mox, you better believe that the millions and millions of Rockwell's fans are gonna smell what Rockwell is cooking.
Where the hell did you learn to talk like that?
Well, Rockwell's on TV once, jabroni. Come on, get your monkey asses in gear and let's move. Rockwell's in position. You ready, men?
Yes, sir!
Open fire!
Da 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 down, da 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 down.
Base is under attack.
Nation!
Base is under attack.
장난 아닙니다!
Rockwell, just lay the smackdown on those power generators if you smell what Rockwell is cooking!
Alright, get back to base.
Copy that, jabroni.
Be advised, Captain. I've picked up several dozen Protoss warships descending upon our defensive perimeter.
Never mind that now. Mox and those Irish bugs are on the defensive. Time to hit them while they're still off guard.
Executor, you may do the honors.
What the hell's going on? Why are we losing power left and right?
Looks like they took out the hydro generators, sir.
The hydro generators? Oh man, what the hell are we gonna do now? We're doomed for sure. Oh, I should have said goodbye to my ma.
First things first, will someone shut him up?
I'd be happy to, sir. Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Listen, we've got reinforcements on the way from Dallas. They just radioed in, but it's gonna take them about 10 minutes to get here. Everybody, bunker in and hold on to your butts.
Hey, sir, what about me? I want to see the battle. I want to make something of myself. Be of some use to somebody.
All right, Private, let him help you with your equipment check.
Heads up.
Yep, looks like everything checks out all right.
Mox, you there? Come in. This is Aster.
Well, it's about time, mate.
You've got some company, boy. A couple of old friends of yours. But they're not here for the reasons you might think they are.
Commander, I believe you have some explaining to do.
Oh, crap. I guess I wasn't totally forthcoming with all the details.
He's got a gift for understatement.
So, what happens now?
Just leave him to me, and I'll take him off your hands. No, as you might say, that would be too easy.
It is a good day to die.
Oh man, I hope not. Now, would you like to come along peacefully, Commander? Or shall I have an entire fleet escort you to New Antioch as well?
No worries, mate. No worries.
Executor, your assistance in this matter has been greatly appreciated. The matter of the Terran's sentencing is yet to be determined, but I am confident that your council will come to a satisfactory decision.
Pardon the interruption, Judicator, but there is something Moloch wishes to discuss with you.
Never a dull moment. You summoned me?
Quiet. I'm listening.
What is the meaning of this?
He has stood here in this manner now for 10 minutes straight.
It's down there.
What?
The Cerebrit.
You cannot mean...
The same Cerebrit I killed with my own blades on Ire. And it is not alone.
More Zerg?
No. More Protoss.